Hello YouTube, and welcome to part 2 of my Gamebattles clan match versus the Green Berets. This time we are on Atacama Desert. Round 1 was on Cold War, you can check that out on my channel, but this is round 2. We won both attack and defend on Cold War, so this is, we're defending here, so I'm going to take this left hand side. I'm using a medic kit. With the M9 handgun and the MG36 light machine gun. So it's not a particularly exciting round. They weren't very aggressive until the very end. So I'll talk you through a few details about the gun. The MG36, it's about the third or the fourth medic gun that you unlock, and it's by far my favourite gun of the whole game. I find the recoil's really easy to handle. It does a reasonable amount of damage, kills very quickly if you burst fire it there. You see, the sight hardly jumps up at all if you burst fire, and it just kills really quickly. So it has a 100 round clip. It's 750 rounds a minute. It takes 6.4 seconds to reload, so it's quite quick to reload for a light machine gun. Now, damage wise, it does 14.3 up close, up to about 18 meters, and then that drops down to 12.5 at maximum range. But with a high fire rate, it kills very efficiently. In fact, they're very similar stats to the XM8. The only real difference between the XM8 and this gun is its built-in sight, which is the best feature of this gun. And you might be thinking, why? What makes it so great? I could just put a 4x on any medic kit. But what using this sight does, it frees you up to run something like lightweight on one of your perks, and you'll find in most cases on attack you can get to the MCOM before they even know you're there and arm it, purely because you've got lightweight on. And once you've got it armed, straight away they're on the back foot. So it gives you that awesome tactical advantage. And I've lost count of the amount of times that with a well organised team you can get in there, get an MCOM armed, and if they are organised enough to be in a defensive position to cover that MCOM, you'll have that MCOM in as long as it takes for the MCOM to blow and for you to just run straight to the MCOM. So the rounds are over really quickly. They're never normally high scoring rounds, but if it's win-lose that you're after, a good win-lose ratio, you really can't beat using something like lightweight. So we're coming to the last little section of this round here. They finally mustered up enough manpower to do a serious attack on this MCOM, but it's a little bit too little too late really, because we're sort of all medics reviving as we get killed, and sort of doing a lot of Rambo reviving, but when it gets the job done, sometimes it's all you can do. So I'll just take a look at the scores here. Nothing too amazing, just a 5 and a 3. Like I say, that left hand side was pretty quiet, and an angry man, aka Colin, on the right hand side was doing some serious work, just picking him off at long distance. So here we go for our attack. Now you'll see here with the lightweight kit on, I can cover this ground really quickly and get under that MCOM building normally before they even know that I'm there. A lot of the time before people have even spawned in, they're still picking the kit and changing it out. But this time I think they were a little bit more prepared than usual, and with just a 2-bullet kill there somehow. That guy takes me out, but we get it armed. But I mean, these guys are a lot more aggressive on defence, so we were struggling a bit at first just to get it armed and then get into position. We were always on the back foot at first, but we got it armed several times. Here we go again. But there's 2 guys underneath who are down, which I've got to try and get them, pick the medic who can hopefully revive the other guy whilst I go upstairs to defend the MCOM again. There's a guy here who I take out. I see my friend is down outside. I never get a chance to revive him because the guy sneaks up behind me. God knows how he got there, but so we're completely reset now, back to our spawn, and I see 3 guys here going to the left. So I figure I'd go a little different. I'll go over to the right. Start from our spawn, go over to the right. Hopefully these guys will be too busy looking left to notice me coming past. And they spot the guy here up for me, and I know he's close. I'm just hoping he's not looking my way. And luckily he isn't now. Normally I probably would have gone for the knife there, but since it's a game battle clan match, I went for the definite kill. Didn't get too cocky. Get up one of my other routes here. Get up top, get it armed. Now that's the route I would normally take. It's a little bit quicker than the first route I took, but it's sometimes a little tricky to get on that green container on the right hand side. So I chose the other way first this time. But, I mean, this now is just getting really messy. The kill death ratio just goes out of the window. Everybody's just reviving like crazy, trying to keep ticket counts up. I lose count the amount of times that we drop down to 7 tickets and back up again and get the warning message. And I mean, here, look at this. There were 3 guys now. I thought there were 2, but one of them either spawned on him or was hiding. And I got 2 down. The third one got me. I mean, yeah, again, we're back down to 7, back up again, get it armed. Spawn. I get revived actually here, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Trying to revive that guy, got him revived eventually, and the guy shooting me from underneath got. And yeah, again we're down to 7 tickets. I think we've only got 1 guy alive yet. We've got 1 guy alive, Richie, and he's got it armed. So this time I managed to get into a better position. He goes up top, I go down below. And this little spot here is a great place for covering the lower side. You're in reasonable cover, you're in the shadows, you can see them coming from their spawn area. So it's, like I say, it's a good spot. So here, Colin dies on the right. He tells me that somebody's disarmed me up top, but by the time I get up there, Richie's got him. I'll get him back revived, and by now it's too late for him to disarm. We get finally, the relief was unreal. So now all we have to do really is clean up the remaining guys and move on. I'm trying to pick up here, and I get a couple of really good. I get hit really badly there, so I've had to back into here, reload, and revive myself a little before I can even think about coming out. So the other 3 guys managed to sort the remaining guys out, and as they all seem to be going middle and right, I decide to go left. Yeah, this isn't really a route I would normally take because it's an obvious route, but everybody seemed to be going right. All their guys seemed to be going right, so I figured I was fairly safe. So somebody gets it armed, and I know there's a guy there. I'm just trying to stay out of fire, but I didn't count on a guy spawning behind me as well. I get revived, try and get into a decent covering position, but they're straight on me as I've been revived. And they're all just swarming around that MCOM. There's no way this little attack is going to work. So they get it disarmed. They make another push up this right. And this one's looks like it's going to be successful so far. You know, they're not swarming over us just yet. The 2 guys cut in a little early, and I try and work my way around to the back. I normally find if you can attack them from 2 angles, it'll confuse. But I don't notice that my other 2 guys have been killed. I take 1 guy out here, 2nd guy there, 3rd guy takes me out. And if you look there, that is Richie's dead body landing in front of me because he's just spawned, got killed straight away. How that happens, I've no idea. Whenever I try and kill a guy who's just spawned, he's invincible for at least a second. But no, Richie falls foul of that. So now Andy's managed to get up on this roof. which is a really good covering spot, and we're not firing at them just yet. We're going to try and get into position. I was trying to spot that guy up, but he just wouldn't spot up. So, I think the spotters on that roof, and take Richie out. Andy's still up there. Revives Richie. I canked a couple of bullets there that weren't intended for me, but again, we get it armed now. B on this map is a terrible one to defend because there are at least two spawn points on either side, so in front of you and behind. So I'm trying to cover the behind, the back ones here, which are over by the red building, and just get taken out with ridiculous speed there. And now it just turns into another ridiculous lead fest. And Colin does the business, fights everybody off, and spawn on him. Again, we're down to very few tickets. Jump up here, and I mean, look how quickly this guy kills me. But it's too late. We've got the win. So that's very scrappy attack and defend. But 4 wins to us. It's best of 6. The other guys can no longer win. So that's round, game and match to us. So I hope you enjoyed watching my first ever Game Battles clan match. I certainly enjoyed playing it. There will be plenty to come in the future. And as always, all comments are welcome. So please rate, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the future. Thank you very much. I've been John.